So let me invite the first speaker. May I request Professor B.S. Sahay to throw some light on the issue of employability. Thank you very much.
Good morning. Namaskar. Respected Professor Anil Sahasrabudhe, Chairman NETF, my friend and colleague Professor Bhimrai Maitri, Director IIM Nagpur, Professor Irfan Rizvi, President FWA, Mr. Shiv Shankar Sharma, IRF, and all distinguished guests and friends, ladies and gentlemen. When Shiv Shankar Sharma gave me a ring saying this thing that हम लोग ये कार्यक्रम कर रहे हैं और आपको आना है. So I was just wondering it was an order or a request. I couldn't make out. But I said that because it is an academic program, definitely I would like to come. So first of all, I'm really thankful to FWA and Shiv Shankar Sharma ji and Rizvi ji for inviting me and giving this opportunity. This topic is not new. We are debating for last few decades. Industry-Academia partnership. We keep talking about this thing. When I was asking that किस टॉपिक पे बात करना है तो उन्होंने कहा कि आप जो हैं एम्प्लॉयमेंट और एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी के बारे में बात कीजिएगा और कुछ IIM जम्मू के बारे में बता दीजिएगा. I said fine. You know, in the economic survey 2023-24, it was reported that 51% of our graduates are employable. And there is a great change in that improvement from 37% to 51%. That's a great change. And in last 10, 11 years, what we are seeing this thing, that government is making all sincere efforts to ensure that people are getting employed. And not only getting employed, government is encouraging that one should develop skills to start their own venture. Let's try to look into this thing because there are so many institutions in India. Around 4,000 business schools, 4,000 engineering colleges, so many schools are there. And this National Education Policy 2020 is a real game changer. It has given immense opportunity to all institutions, not one, but all institutions, to explore, reinvent, innovate, whatever new programs are there, whatever is there. But what is required is probably that we have to improve the quality of education. When we say that 51% is employable, how to reach more percentage, that's really important. Let's see this, how fast and how quickly we are updating our curricula. But all these things are really required that the learning should be, the teaching should be, and this is what Professor Rizvi was talking about, that we should have this blended learning. That means to say that teaching, theory and practice must be blended. And there is a gap, I must tell you that. I did this production engineering from BIT Sindri long back, more than 40 years back. And that time, that blending learning was there. And I must tell you that along with me, I had very high rank, but my brother told me that you should be joining this production engineering. That time, mechanical engineering used to be hot cake, followed by electrical, civil, and those days people you're not used to talk of instrumentation or IT or these things. So that time, I was told that okay, take production engineering course, and the beauty of that course was, sir, that you're doing first year. In second year, for 3 months, you're going to company for training. Again, you're back. In the third year, you're going for 3 months to the company. And last year, you're doing 6 months project report. That precisely means out of 4.5 years course, 1 year you're spending with industry. And I had a privilege to work in a company which is really very large, huge, heavy incorporation, located at Ranchi. And it was great learning because whatever theory we are learning there, we are able to execute that thing. When my brother told me that time that, okay, you have to do production, I was feeling that why he's telling about that thing. Because he himself was a production engineer. Over the years, I realized this thing that this blended teaching is very much required. And that's why you'll find that a lot of effort these days is on internship. The students are very smart. They do a lot of internship. If they get 1 month's break, they go for internship. 2 months break, they go for internship. So what I feel is that it's really, it has to be industry focus. Second thing I would like to say this thing that when we talk of, like say employment, all the time we think of that, okay, company mein naukri mil gayi, kaam ho gaya. That is not the purpose. What is the purpose of education? We must try to answer that thing. Education is just one part of it. The government is trying to give, let me tell you, today a lot of focus is on skill development. When any graduate is coming, they look for the job. They don't look for alternate opportunity, alternate employment. Professor Rizvi was telling that there is acute shortage of faculty members. Where faculty members will come? Do we encourage our faculty, our students to go for doctoral program? Do we encourage our students to become an entrepreneur? Why you are a job seeker? Why you can't create a job? That's really important. So I would like to say this thing that when we talk of employment, 3 things are really important. Well, some people who don't have that entrepreneurial mind or probably they want to join because of some reason or other, let them join industry. Perfectly all right. But the second lot, which is very much important, and this time, Mayatriji, I felt very happy that 2 of my IIM graduate in faculty interview, I find that they are part of it. And they did their PhD from one of these IIMs. So we have to tell to our students that look, besides job, look for higher education. And there's great opportunity there. And let me tell you this thing, during our days, these options were very, very limited. Today, students can go for higher education. There are so many IIMs, IITs, good institutions are across the country. So probably they can go for that. And third is that entrepreneurship. I will tell you this thing that how this is really changing the face of India. And how we are working with the government of Jammu and Kashmir. I will just cite you that example. So when we talk of increasing the employability, important is that, okay, we have to think in those directions that, okay, what is our teaching pedagogy? How we teach? It's only just class learning or whether we are using different type of case teaching, role play, industry projects. So many things are required here. Focus on skill building. Like say finance person don't have some expertise in that, or say IT or different areas, wherever they want to do this thing. Like say this. Another thing which is really important that if you really want to create employability, we have to focus first on faculty development program. And let me tell you, the Ministry of Education is really working very hard. It is focusing on all levels. And let me tell you that earlier it was meant only for CFTIs, centrally funded institutions. Now that option has been opened for state government also and private institutions also. I will encourage all of you to look for this ad. There are 3 programs are there. I was just talking to Professor Sarvode that when you are coming to this Jammu, and he said this thing that yes, there is a program for academic leadership program for all vice chancellors and directors of CFTAs, and we are going to have this thing. So everybody has to go there. Second program, which is really very important, and these are all under this, like a Malviya Mission training program. So I think that send your faculty members to these programs. Second program is on nurturing future leadership. All IIMs, IITs, they are organizing this program. Please send your faculty members. You need not to pay anything. What you have to pay is that, okay, give them 1 week leave, send them travel expense, and let them attend. Just mere going to seeing the campus, interacting with the faculty member, attending the classes, it will really change their thinking, their approach. So that's really important. So when we talk of this employability, we have to develop relationship in the industry. That is for one thing. That is really important. But I think that we have to equally spend time on this faculty development. Now, what employers look for when we talk of this thing, what employer looks for? Like say for last 20 years, I am director of one IIMS or other institutions, fine. All these places, so I've seen one thing very common, that I don't look for this expertise. I know that their application is shortlisted. They have done PhD from good institutions. What to look into that? First thing is that attitude. If the person had the attitude to become a professor or not. If he has, probably he's the right thing. So it's really important, that attitude. So industry looks for attitude. I keep interacting with so many recruiters, and they say the common thing is that first thing that I was asking somebody that, okay, how come in 5 minutes you just judge that that student is good? He said, what to see this thing? Graduate of IIT, doing MBA from IIM. If I don't hire him, somebody else will hire him. So the time is the crux. So it's really important that they just judge the attitude of the student. Second is the communication. That how communicative the person is. Then honesty, dependability, team working, all these things are very common. And last thing I would like to focus on, which I was talking about, that, like say entrepreneurship or a startup. Like say we have to, from very beginning, we have to tell to our students that become an entrepreneur, start your own company. We run a 5-year integrated program, we have MBA program, PhD program, all such programs are there. In the first year in the orientation program itself, we say that you can register your own company and we will incubate you. On the campus, while they're studying, they can register their company. Let them start. In 2 years' time, probably they will be settled. And we give them some backup also, because many times people say that, okay, if I'm not able to succeed in this startup, then what will be my future? So we say that we'll give you some backup. So we give them 4 years' time, 2 years during study and after graduation. Let them flourish. And it is really working wonders. We are doing, right now, we have 60 startups in our place. And these are really working very well. So I think that, and the outcome of that is that we started working with Government of Jammu and Kashmir. And you will feel very happy that jointly with Jammu and Kashmir, we started a project called Yuva Udyami Vikas Abhiyan. And that is, idea is that through how to create employment, because government can't give jobs, so create employment through entrepreneurship. And there, the idea is that in 5 years' time in Jammu and Kashmir, there should be 1.37 lakh entrepreneurs, which will create job of 4.25 lakhs. And the total project cost for this is 1,830 crores. Besides support from different banks and different funding agency. So I think that this is a great opportunity, because during my time, we didn't have such facility. I wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I couldn't do that thing. But today, there is ample scopes, schemes are available, and I think that we should encourage these things. So when we talk of employment and employability, we have to nurture that thing in the minds of the student. That their job is not only the solution, that is one of the options. And keep upskilling every time. So I think that all of us as an academic administrator or in any institutions, we must nurture those students that look, ample of opportunities possible. And people say this thing that, okay, no, like what you teach. We keep saying this thing that we teach hope. We teach optimism. We teach happiness. We teach opportunities. And that's really important. We don't say that, okay, we'll give you a job. Job, anyway, they are going to get it. But what is important is that they are born to do great job. And like say, it's really important that our students, our young generation, they must spend time in nation building. Honorable Prime Minister has already set a target that by 2047 we are going to be a developed nation, or we aspire to be a developed nation, and I'm sure that we are going to reach there. But important here is that student is the core thing. And lastly, I would like to talk, just take 1 minute to tell you that if you have come to Jammu, if you have gone to Sri Mata Vaishno Devi's Mandir, please do come and visit IIM Jammu. We are on the way. IIT and IIMS are neighbor. Jammu is the only place in the country where 3 institutes of national importance are located: IIT, IIM, and AIIMS. And you will feel very happy because of this NEP 2020. We started blended program, the joint programs. IIT and IIMs are offering joint programs. Do BTech from IIT Jammu and do MBA from IIM Jammu without writing CAT. Of course, there are certain caveats in CGP and all these things. Second program we started with AIIMS Jammu, IIM Jammu, IIT Jammu, and IIM Jammu. And that is again MBA in Hospital Administration and Healthcare Management. And that was possible because we are talking a lot for a long time that, okay, we should be starting. But this NEP 2020 gave us an opportunity to launch this collaborative program. We are doing that thing. And if we can do there, I think that all of you can do this thing. So once again, I'm really thankful to Professor Rizvi, Professor Shiv Shankar Sharma for inviting me and giving this opportunity. And I wish this conference conclave a grand success. Thank you.